Hello, welcome to LaMeel TV. I am LaMeel, the priestess, and we are here for day 4 of aligning with miracles. And if you are seeing this video, and this is the first video that you've seen, pause, go back, find video number 1. They are all connected with each other. It's probably down below in suggestions. Start there and then work your way through. Today we are on day 4, and day 4 is all about raising your vibration. So I have a couple of tips for you that I did write down because I don't want to forget, because there's 8 and you all know I like to talk. So we're here. Why? Because we want to align with miracles. We want to have miracles in our life every day. We want to experience those things that other people would call a miracle, things that are surprising to us, things that are uplifting to us, things that make us feel good, make us happy. You know, the things that we're looking to align for, those miracles that we're asking for them because we believe on some level it is going to make our lives a lot better, right? But here's the thing, we live in an attraction-based universe. So what does that mean? And sure, you've heard those old sayings like you reap what you sow, you get what you put out, you know, that type of thing. It is based on a universal law, and that universal law is the law of attraction. And so that term has been like way overused. However, it is, in fact, one of the universal laws. So with that being said, and we know that we are in an attraction-based universe, and if you believed your grandparents and your great-grandparents that you reap what you sow and you get what you put out, how can you attract miracles or more money or resolutions to issues or a new car or a new house or that relationship coming from a place of lack? Coming from a place of I don't have, I need, when is this getting better, right? Because what are you attracting? You are reaping what you're sowing. So if you are at a vibrational level of, you know, shit's awful, everything gets worse every day, it's always something, that energy, you get more of that. So to align with miracles, you need to raise your vibration and be a vibrational match for miracles. So how are you going to raise your vibration? This is where you take out your journal. I want you to write down these 8 things, because these are things that you need to incorporate daily to raise your vibration so that you can come in alignment with the miracles that you are in fact asking for. Okay, so number 1 is to start being conscious of your thoughts, right? Your thoughts produce things. Your thoughts are a physical manifestation in and of themselves of how you're feeling, right? So how you feel affects your thoughts, and your thoughts affect what you do. So we're not going to go into the feelings phase of that, and I do go really deep into controlling emotions and understanding, not really controlling emotions, because that's not the idea. Your emotions are a guidance system for you, sort of like your own personal built-in GPS. So when you start to understand that and you start to calibrate with your emotions and understand what the emotion is showing you about that situation, then you are able to better navigate to get where you want to go. Okay. And a lot of that has to do with changing your thought about the situation, etc. So we're on just being conscious of your thoughts. That's number 1, because 1, you need to know, like, what areas of your life do you have your negative thoughts about? Are you one of those people that have a lot of negative thoughts pertaining to money? Do you have a lot of negative thoughts pertaining to men or women? Because those contrary thoughts are working against you in raising your vibration and manifesting and aligning with miracles or anything else that, excuse me, that you want. So how do you become conscious of your thoughts? Pay attention. Pay attention. When you have a moment, are your thoughts more negative than positive? Okay, here's a good example. When you're at work Are your thoughts more negative than positive? When you're at home, are your thoughts more negative than positive? Right? When are they more negative? So let's say your thoughts are more negative when you're at home. Okay, that's a great observation for day one. Day two, what happens at home that triggers these negative emotions? Who's around you? Are you happy when you first get home, but then at around 5 o'clock, you're not? Or are you happy when you first get home and you're relaxed and you're kind of satisfied, and then the kids show up or your husband shows up or whatever? You're being conscious of what you're thinking, right? And when is this happening so that you can start to correct that situation? It could be something as easily as you have some anxiety or some stress, maybe about around cooking dinner, and it causes you to have all of these negative emotions and these thoughts at between 5 and 7, which sets your evening into a tailspin, and your day ends shitty, like on a regular basis, and you're always exhausted. You hate going home, and so it starts to trickle down, really trickle up into other things, right? Then you notice at about 4:45, you start feeling shitty. You feel the emotions. Your thoughts are like, shit, I gotta go home. I gotta sit in that traffic. You see what I'm saying? And you start to spiral down. When you start paying attention to your thoughts and identifying where the trigger is, you're able to remove the trigger or address the trigger. Sometimes you can't really remove people. Again, how to really dig deep into identifying and correcting or removing the trigger from a person, situation, place, or thing is something that we do in Alignment Boss. So that link will be below. So number 2, find something beautiful to appreciate. If you have pets, that's a great thing to do. Spend time. Sometimes, say hi. Sometimes they're wonderful to be around. Sometimes they're not. How she got locked in here with me today, I don't know. But if you enjoy spending time with your pets, then do that, right? If you have grandchildren like I do, and there are times when they are an amazing way for me to raise my vibration, and there's other times when they're not. And so I know the difference. And when they're not, that's not what I do. I go for a walk or look at flowers, or I really, really like, I enjoy skulls and really pretty pink-based photos, pink sand pictures, things like that. I look at that. I spend time in Pinterest enjoying and appreciating and imagining being there, and all of those types of things to help raise my vibration. Because as long as I'm doing that, I'm not thinking about the other things, the negative things, the things that are bothering me, the things that I'm stressed about, the things I don't have, blah, 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 right? So when you bring yourself into a place of appreciation, you stop all the things that are stopping you from getting what it is that you want. So find something to appreciate, something funny. That is one of my main things. I love watching stand-up. I listen to it. I don't really watch it, but I listen to it. I will turn it on. I will try almost anybody that shows up on Netflix because I enjoy laughing, and laughing is huge in shifting your vibration and helping you to raise your vibration. Another thing that a lot of people don't consider is the food you eat. So we all have experienced Thanksgiving, right? Where you're eating, you're full, it's a lot of carbohydrates, your body is having to work really, really hard to digest this crazy combination of foods that we just ate, and you get the itis and you go to sleep. However, if you, on a normal day, because I'm not saying give up Thanksgiving dinner, what I'm saying is if you eat like that daily, you're going to be sluggish. You're going to be tired. It is hard to have high vibration when your body is weighted, right? And trying to process a lot of food. If you start eating much cleaner, you will notice that not only are you vibrationally, because really you're a soul, you have a soul. Your body is in the soul, right? So this body becomes physically lighter. Its makeup becomes lighter. It's easier to maneuver within the soul. And so you'll feel that, and you'll start to appreciate it, and you'll have more energy. And then you may want to take a walk, and then you can appreciate nature, and you can do some of the things that you've been wanting to do for a long time that you didn't have the energy to do, just because your body was having issues digesting and processing the food combination. So I would say eat clean, right? You don't have to go vegan, you don't have to go raw, you don't have to do vegetarianism or whatever, paleo, whatever it is. Like, you don't need a crazy diet. Eating clean, even when you eat meats, if you could eat organic meat, eat more fruits and vegetables. Um, you know, Eating clean is like eating your colors. Make sure you have multiple colors on your plate. If everything on your plate looks dead, right, and is dark brown, you need to change things up a little bit. So that will help. Even more than your food, to start off with, water. Hydration for manifestation. Like I say that all the time. Hydration for manifestation. You cannot manifest. You cannot be high vibrational no matter what you're eating and what you're thinking if you are fucking dehydrated, right? You need to hydrate. You need to be hydrated. You need to be drinking water. You need to be drinking good water. If you already drink water on a regular basis, then you know, and I don't have to tell you, that there's definitely a difference between in how water tastes. For people who are not water connoisseurs and don't drink a lot of water, they'll try to tell you that all water tastes the same and it's perfectly okay to drink tap water. It's not. If that's all you have, start there. But ultimately, you want to move up to water that's alkalized. Now, you can buy regular water, drop an alkalizer in it. If that works better for you, that's fine. But you need to start hydrating. If you are drinking a lot of water and you're not feeling hydrated, add a pinch of Himalayan sea salt to your water. Not to where you can taste the salt, but add a pinch of sea salt to the water. It will help your body start to properly absorb and utilize the water that you need. So why is it that I say hydration for manifestation? Because your brain needs water, right? All of your body functions, we are mostly water. All of our body functions need water. And when we don't have water, that happens is our body starts taking water from other organs, from other places in the body. One of the first places that it will start to take water from is your colon. So your brain needs the water to function. You're not drinking water. It's extracting the water and the liquid from your colon so that it can function. It's like you're drinking toilet water, and that's what your brain is functioning on. How are you able to be high vibe and manifest when you're living off of toilet water? I'm just saying. So we're in number 5. Meditate. Meditate. Nothing special. Don't do anything special. This is not the place or the class on meditation, but shut your mouth. How about we just start there? If you are not a meditator, try shutting your mouth for 15 minutes, letting whatever thoughts come and go without entertaining them, without diving deep into them, and just sit in silence. Sit in silence for 15 minutes. It's the best 15 minutes a day. It's the best manifestation technique, an alignment technique, high vibrational technique that you can do for yourself, is to allow your brain to settle and be quiet. And at first, that 15 minutes, the first 13 or 14 minutes, you may still have shit running around in your head, and you only get 1 minute that first day or the first 2 or 3 days. But over time, eventually you'll have a full 15 minutes, and you'll then start to realize that you're having epiphanies. You're getting um, guidance, right? You're gonna get inspired to do things. You're gonna have ideas to call a person, to do a thing, to go here, to do that, to not do anything, whatever it is, to sit and wait. But you'll start to be able to hear it. Right now, you don't hear it because there's all this shit going on in your head, and you're thinking or trying to discern, is that me? Is that my higher self? Is that God? What is this? If you shut your mouth and you stay quiet, it teaches you to be able to hear your divine guidance, the divine guidance. And then you are able to take calculated steps and move with divine guidance in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest and align with. Number 6, is to be grateful. Gratitude changes everything. Gratitude, and sometimes it's hard. I mean, things happen, and it can be very hard to be thankful for your situation when you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, you don't know how you're going to eat, you don't know how you're going to do anything, right? And you're on the verge of losing something, or you're fearful. However, we live in an attraction-based universe, and the more that you stay in fear, the more things you get to fear. So you have to claim the prosperity and the peace in your mind and in your heart. You have to claim it. It cannot be given to you. It is something that you have to claim for yourself, and just decide that no matter what, I'm okay. And right now, I'm okay. So be thankful for that. I'm alive. Be thankful for that. I can breathe. Be thankful for that. I can move. I still have my free will. I can drink water. I can still go. I have options, right? So there's a lot of things. I'm breathing. There's clean. My water is clean. I still have a place to sleep. I'm not sleeping outside on the sidewalk. There's a lot of things that we take for granted, particularly in the US, that we have to be thankful for. We have toilet paper. Jesus. So there's a lot to be thankful for that we take for granted. And this is an opportunity for you to find those things. You may not be able to find the gratitude and be thankful for whatever situation is happening that has you stressed. Don't bother. Don't even try that. Try being thankful and having gratitude for everything else that's working out. When I've got things in my life that's going to shit, or they don't necessarily go to shit anymore, but it's not what I want, right? I don't try to strong arm to making that what I want. What I do is I sit back and say, that's not working, but what is working? We live in an attraction-based universe. I can't fix what's not working by focusing on what's not working. I can fix what's not working by focusing on what is working and how things are smoothing out. And some things that appeared not to be working, that eventually worked itself out. Why? Because we're an attraction-based universe, and I'm going to get more of that. And that means that this thing is going to work out because I'm attracting to me solutions and answers and peace and serenity. And this always works out, right? Number 7 is practice acts of kindness. So be nice. Like, yes, there are so many people who are assholes on a regular. They really are. And I'm not exempt from that. I have my days, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm having it, I feel like, fuck, we're an attraction-based universe. If you're here and you're experiencing this fuckery that's coming from me, you deserve it because that's what you're aligned with at the same time. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, you don't want to be in alignment with other people's foolishness and fuckery. So when you are intentionally going out there and you are practicing acts of kindness and being gentle and easy with people, what happens? People start to be gentle and easy with you. People start to support you. People start to be there for you. And that's what you're looking for. That is a vibration elevation experience, right? You being that miracle, that peace, that support, that help that you want. That's how you get it. You have to be it. You have to vibrate from it. You have to ooze that, and then more of that comes to you. And the final thing that I have, number 8, is get your blood pumping. I hate the cold, and it's cold right now, so I'm not a big fan of going outside for a walk, but I like the rebounder, and I'll link a rebounder below in the video. But move, dance, rebound, jog, walk, but move. Moving allows you to release some of the tight, thick, heavy energy from you so that you can raise your vibration. So you got to move. You got to move and you got to breathe deep. And the more that you do that, even if it's yoga or, just dancing with your kids, let it go. Move the energy from the base of your body up through your body and out. It is a very, very healing experience when you really start moving and releasing, and it will elevate your vibration. So that is it for the tips on how to raise your vibration for the day. And I promised on day one that I would, or day two, that I would share with you some of the miracles that I'm looking to align with and bring into my life. So I'm not going to be like uber specific. I know that I am usually very transparent, but some stuff is not for everybody. So what I will say is that one of them is that I am looking to reach a certain goal and grow my YouTube family. I have 2 YouTube channels, so I'll link the other one below. So I do have, I am aligning with that manifestation. There's something very specific relationship-wise that I am aligning with, and I do have a financial goal. So I have 3 things. What will happen when we're all done is that I'll show you where I wrote them down, and I'll show you basically what the outcome is at that point, right? And 28 days doesn't mean that it's over. Why? Because I always get what I want. So, so at some point, sometimes I have to wait longer. Sometimes it comes really fast. Sometimes I got it, but I'm not looking at it right. And then when I start looking at it right, it's like, oh yeah, not only did I get it, but I've got it a long time ago. So that is part of the believing that we talked about yesterday, that you can have it, believing that these miracles are possible for you. I always get what I want. And sometimes I'm not really clear. Sometimes I thought that I want it, and then when it happens, that's not really what I wanted. So, but I will share photos of my journal and things like that as we move through some of these exercises. And if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. You can follow me on Instagram at LaMeel, and all of the links, like I said, to the rebounder and to all of the programs that I mentioned today will be below. If you enjoy this content, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you get the notifications for tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next video.